Now we're going to look at the power of using stories in your copy. They help dramatize the benefits. We're going to walk through the keys to a well-told story, and we're going to talk about how you can develop your story for your product or service. The secret of dramatizing a benefit is huge because it really helps put that picture in the mind of the prospect. Now, John Caples, who was one of the pioneers and legends of copywriting, he worked for major agencies. He tested advertising methods as much as Claude Hopkins did. And now they have the John Caples International Awards for successful direct response campaigns. He's best known for the following U.S. School of Music ad that puts drama in the benefit and in the headline. You've probably seen this before. They laughed when I sat down at the piano, but when I started to play, ... You can't help but read on. You have to know what happened. It's a story. This is a dramatic interpretation of learning how to play the piano. We're going to show you the copy in our resources. You can read the whole thing. But for now, just know that this story taps into a fear that most people have when they want to perform or do something well in front of others, and they want to be respected. It brings the benefit to life through a story. And it also brings intrigue, and you have to know more. What happened when he sat down to play the piano? How was he able to turn that situation around? So it basically starts with a human interest story. This person's at a gathering, he's going to sit down, and the story comes to create a hero. This guy is someone no one thought could play the piano, and they laughed like, sure, yeah, sure. And then they explain how he actually wowed everybody, and how is it that he learned to play so well. So it includes a moral. You buy this product, you can enjoy this benefit. You can do that in your world with your product and service. So it's no surprise that we want you once again to go back to the prospect. Go to that avatar, figure out, again, who they are, what they care about, what are their feelings, hopes, desires, what's his name, and how can you tell a story that will draw him in, that resonates with him. Sandy Franks, who is the AWAI copy chief, used to write for Agora for many years, and she is a spectacular teacher on writing copy, and she's quite a judge on direct response copy and what will work. She says that the hero in a story is basically your prospect. So when you're writing about someone in a story that's overcome a struggle or achieved a goal, you have to make sure it's something your prospect is struggling with or a goal that your prospect wants, because that will then resonate with the prospect. She says, in great stories, there's a main character or hero who spends a great deal of action-packed time trying to solve a dilemma. So in the case of this ad, our piano player is the prospect, right? The person who wants to become a great piano player is that guy right there. So this story will completely hit home to that prospect. Now, you want to identify the problem in the story and then solve it. Here we have a problem. At 4:20 on a sunny Thursday afternoon, I was sitting on the front stoop of our tidy brick home, my 7-week-old baby on my lap, when my husband came home and told me he'd just lost his job. That's the problem. Instead of panicking, we went out for sushi. Were we in denial? No, just lucky enough to have a recession-proof contingency plan that will earn me close to $200,000 this year working from home. So this is a story where a problem was quickly established. Oh my goodness, her husband lost his job, but no worries, because we have a solution. Here's another great one. You want to make it entertaining, by the way. Your story should be entertaining, otherwise nobody will read it. So here, I don't know what you're selling, but this is kind of fun. My toilet was stopped up, my guests were on their way, and I couldn't find a plunger. That's where the story begins. Compelling, right? If you happen to need a plumber. So how do you find your story? You want to talk to the product creator, of course, if you can, and find out what was the story behind that product. Why did they develop it? What was it solving? Then you want to find out how it was created. Is it full of proprietary ingredients, or is there a patented solution there? Discover what goes into producing it. Are the materials especially strong or the strongest in the industry? Try to find out those kinds of details. And then talk to other staff, such as engineers or product developers, somebody who patented something. Talk to those people and find out what happened to get them to that point. And then access testimonials and reviews, as we've said before, those can be gold mines of great ideas for finding stories. Okay, and as we've said before, access customer testimonials and reviews, because that's where you might find all kinds of wonderful nuggets of stories from people who are authentically using the product. Next, we're going to look at voice a little bit closer than we have so far.